Hey there everybody, how's it going? I'm the Fletch back here, and I have been really wanting to make a video of this for you guys. Um, this is the best game I've seen that has a very interesting concept to it. Pretty much it's the post-apocalyptic game without zombies or having to like basically basically it's like a survival game in the aftermath. Basically it's during a war, and while the shells and stuff are going on, these people in the city are having to try and survive, and in doing so you have to go through certain events that basically change your morale of your characters and whatnot. So how long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work. There's a shortage of food and meds, and many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends, so when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavel while scavenging for supplies. He used to be a Poregon star football player, and now he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up and hope for the best. So everyone's got their little thing. Basically, you can try and set up or get stuff cleaned up for the most part. Just go ahead. It's pretty much everything here like goes into the house like inventory, if you will, if that makes sense. And pretty much you're just gonna try and clean out all of these setups. All right, we got some good stuff there. This person can check that. All right. Ooh, we got some food, lockpick. All right, take all of that. We'll get this guy. Ah, come on. All right. Yes, we'll take all that. And pretty much it's like a survival game. Every night you have a chance to go out and loot, for the most part. And that pretty much gets you extra supplies and everything. We need to go ahead and make this workbench. I'll go ahead and place it there because we need to get the tools being made so we can get into the rest of these places. Because it is not worth it to dig through the like dig through this stuff that looks like rubble with a with your hands, because it takes forever. Yeah, and that's especially these two. It's not worth it to dig through it without a shovel. All right, we got a decent amount of components. Get him to start opening up this. See if we can get that little handle. This person, go ahead and make a pry bar. And of course, there's other times when you go to buildings and stuff, you'll have to. There could be people inside. You'll have to basically either sneak around them, or in the worst cases, you have to basically attack them, which is always interesting, if you will. Basically, because it really tears down the morale if you have to kill someone. So I'm gonna try and avoid it if I can. But you get to a point where there's just stuff you need, and that stuff you need, unfortunately, is either protected or basically on the people who attack you. Because there are some people who attack on sight, and there's others who attack if you pull a weapon on them, kind of thing. There's also those in-betweeners where, let's say they're just hostile towards you, but they may not shoot you, but if you get too close or if you take something of theirs, they will open fire on you, which of course is not good. So let's see what's in here. All right. Basically, this house gives you enough stuff to kind of make it through a night or two. Nothing that is great, but it's not stuff that's uber terrible. So hopefully we can get this stuff done with. See if we can get him in here. And come on, pry it open. I know you can. Go ahead and get this guy started in that. No, shit. Alright, sometimes if you misclick, it'll have them like running around. But yeah, I love the aspect of this game. It's like a completely different game. A friend showed me it, I think about a year ago. And I'm constantly playing this, doing different scenarios and whatnot. And it's just fun. Like I can't even describe it. If you guys get a chance to go into Steam and get a hold of it, I certainly recommend it. It's probably it's the best game you're going to spend money on, and it's just not even, I can't even describe it half the time. Like it's very fun, it's very original. There's not many, I have yet to see another game like this. Ooh, I need some components. Alright. But yeah, it's just this game is just overall fun, and so I figured, hey, I finally got the chance, got everything hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and start a series of it on my channel. And you know, if you guys like it, let me know, and I'll certainly be more than happy to do more of this. I'm gonna say, because I'm probably gonna be playing this anyway, so I might as well play it for you guys. And yeah, hopefully we can go on a little bit of a journey with it, because this game is certainly, there's some points where you're up, like a neighbor may come by and say he needs help, and you just can't afford it, and you feel bad afterwards. Alright, so I do know that I have somebody who's wounded, which is Marco, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him a bandage. We're gonna get him down here to go ahead and start piling out this. Basically, the bandages help with wounds, and the pills help with sickness. The cook is slightly sick. Pavel, who is a fast runner, is I guess okay for the most part. Didn't mean for the awkward pause there. And yeah, pretty much once you get all this done, if you don't have enough I guess materials to make a bed, whatnot, you can always end the day. See, there's vitamins in case, so now that he's sick, we can give him these. However, I would much rather make a bed and see if I can get somebody to sleep tonight while the early portion is, nah, I need components. Alright, so that being said, I'm gonna hold off on his sickness because it's not really gonna be worth it. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the day. Alright. So basically every night you have a place to go out scavenging. And you always want to try and leave someone on guard. He's the skilled scavenger, Marco, so he's able to carry more. So I'm probably gonna take him as much as I can. I'm gonna let him sleep because he's wounded. I'm gonna let Pavel stay on guard. And I'm gonna go to this looted gas station, and I'm going to take these because I remember them being, I need them to get through the rubble and whatnot. So, and he's got plenty of spaces for it, because usually they only have like these 10 spaces here, but he's got an extra 5, so that always helps out. So we'll go ahead and start scavenging. And yeah, you know, I would love to make a series out of this. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. So this is kind of what scavenging is. If you see the waves coming off of somebody, that's the sound that is being made whenever I move, and that sound can activate people who may not have been hostile in the beginning, but are certainly hostile now because you're in their area, kind of thing. So I want to take this, I want that. I believe I have some smokers, so I'm going to probably take these cigarettes. I don't think I have any coffee drinkers, so I'm gonna hold off on that. This is why I always bring the shovel, because if you don't, this bar takes easily in game a couple hours to get through it, and at that point it's not even worth it. You basically lose like half the night just trying to basically get through this one rubble pile. More cigarettes, and of course stuff does stack for the most part. So I'm probably going to go back and get that book that was out here, because books stack, I think, 4 high. Water and sugar and stuff stack 10 high. Nope, books only stack 2 high. I play this game so much, and I can't believe I didn't know that. But books are good to keep the morale up whenever you guys are just at home. These red spots over here are basically the indicator of noise. So what you can do is you can come over here and you can press the eyeball and it'll basically look through, and if you don't see a human, it's pretty much a rat. And that's just, it's a friendly reminder that this is what it looks like when noise is being made, but at the same time it's not, there's nothing you have to worry about for it. There's a note under the table, not actually hidden, but it could be easily missed. From the style of handwriting, I could tell it had been written by a woman in a hurry. Milozi, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I could not wait any longer. I hid some jewelry inside the books, looked for them in the basement, inside carton boxes, behind the barred car. Use it, stay alive, please. God bless you, I'm sorry. Like, this game is just, it's very dark, but it's also very unique. And, I mean, it's just, I can't even describe it, but basically, I mean, this is by far, I've played games since I was just a little kid, and I would say this is by far one of the best games I have personally ever played. One thing I hate about wood is that it only stacks 2 high. So sometimes you have to do like an entire pull of just wooden components. Is there anything up here? What's this? A poor man had been caught by the shelling. Ooh. See, there's the sad part. It's more components. Alright, so I might have to make another run here. And, see what we got. There's something up there. Another broken toy. More wood. But also, the thing that's interesting is, once I open this door, if I come back here, say, tomorrow night, it'll already be open. So it saves me a lot of time, which is very good because basically you only have the timer up here in the top left to get in and out of there every night. And I mean, it's a lot of time, and of course each person has their own perk. I have the cook, the runner, and the scavenger. So pretty much, the cook makes food at a cheaper price than anyone else could. I'm gonna put the sugar up here and take 4 more components. And the Pavel, the runner, basically is able to run out of an area a lot faster than anyone else would. You can always get caught in gunfire. There's basically assault rifles, shotguns, and pistols when it comes to guns in this game. So when it comes to like hand weapons, you have like a knife. You have the knife, the crowbar, the saw, the shovel, and that's pretty much for hand-to-hand combat. You can always use your fists. There is a player in here that is combat trained, and he is very good at hand-to-hand combat, whereas other people, if you go to use the knife, they could get blocked, and then that's when, oh, this is the food I need. Alright, so now we get to make a choice. Shit, I'm actually gonna drop the books for 4 food. And I want the water, so I'm definitely gonna come back here tomorrow night. It's not even a question at this point, because I want to get the rest of that food. But those components give me enough to make a bed, I believe, and I can easily. I need a saw to get through this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and head out of here. And There's a little pile here. Sometimes it won't show certain items if you haven't been there before. Yeah, just components and wood. And at least what I have noticed is there's not any difference between whether or not you get back at 11 p.m. or 4 a.m. or something like that. Like, you're not going to be able to stop like a raid or something like that overnight. But yeah, guys, this is this war of mine. I hope you all are having a great time. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this. And I will see you in the next episode. Have a great